along with Gerald Giudice. And Gerald, a couple of teams that are going kind of in opposite directions at the moment as we get things going in the Sunshine State.
Yes, they are. Jacksonville having a 1-2 record. Going to be impressive to see if they can hold off Mexico City. Mexico City needs to get started early.
Yes, they do. No doubt. You see the comparison on your screen right there. Third down conversion, first and second in the SFL this season. Jacksonville first, Mexico City number 2. It's pretty impressive with Mexico City's offensive struggles so far in this season 14. They sit on a 1-2 record. Jacksonville 2-1 as we get things going. Coin toss happening behind us as we go along. Should be a good one though, as these two teams get ready to go. Jacksonville is the home team in this particular matchup. They are in the purple, Mexico City in the white and red, the season 9 SFL champion Mexico City Aztecs with their Hall of Fame quarterback Matt Wilson in tow. And Gerald, this is a game we talked about in the pregame, the running attack for Mexico City. A little bit divided now that they have that fullback by the name of Phoenix Jones.
Yes, Phoenix Jones is taking a lot of carries away from the starters. So I think it's going to be an interesting situation there. Both running backs, though, are really good.
Yep, should be fun. We're about ready to go. Mexico City's going to get the first kick as they will get the ball from Jacksonville's kicker. And we are about to get underway with the last game on the Week 4 slate in Season 14. We are underway as that kick will end up in the end zone, returned out to the 15, to the 17, and he is taken down at the 18-yard line. And enter one Matt Wilson, who had a bit of a rocky week last week. 2 touchdowns, 5 picks in the loss against Atlanta. And Atlanta, I mean, they've been beating everybody up until earlier this week. And, I mean, so it's not really a surprise, but at the same point, Wilson expects better from himself.
Well, yes, 5 interceptions in the last week. Not a good thing, and the turnovers have been killing Mexico City all year.
Wilson over the middle. Immediately, he has a ball over the middle that's going to get caught at the 37-yard line. That's a great catch. K.L. Barrett, he was a monster last week with 2 touchdowns. He gets another big catch here. Let's talk about that Mexico City offense real quick. Matt Wilson, Ray Bentley, Phoenix Jones, your quarterback and running back fullback tandem. Wide receivers Joe Clark Jr., K.L. Barrett, and Richard Montague. And the tight end, Mike Daggs, going to be on offense. We'll get to the Kings defense here in just a minute or two. Set first down and 10 from the 37 for Wilson. Looks to throw. Toss over the middle. That's another grab and another first down for Mexico City. And talking about that Jacksonville defense, it is Taquan Hale, Hunter Norwood, your defensive end defensive tackle, J.R. Locks, your outside linebacker, Chad Guy inside. Cornerbacks, Michael Sprouse, who will feature later, Bernard Gooden in the cornerback spots, free safeties, Sir Chappelle and Anthony Wayo. Your strong safeties, Alex Bond and Succo Lamano. As we have a first and 10 for Wilson, immediately deep over the middle. That one is caught, and that's going to get us to the 32-yard line. And that is Mike Daggs, his first target of the game, his first catch, and they move the chains into Jacksonville territory.
Yes, Daggs had a good game last game. He had 2 catches for 67 yards. Wilson's coming out starting hot, 3 for 3. His confidence should be booming coming into this play.
Should be good. He's got Bentley behind him. You'll see a steady diet of him and Phoenix Jones as they more or less split the carries last week. Bentley's going to get the first run from scrimmage, and it'll be a 1-yard gain. Bentley and Phoenix Jones, they combined for over 100 yards. They each had a touchdown last game, and they combined for 33 carries. So the running back duties split between them, and it was effective for the most part, but still didn't get Matt Wilson out of trouble.
Now, the 2-headed monster didn't help him with the 5 picks.
Split back formation. This will be a handoff. That is Jones to the right, and he will have his first carry, nothing doing, make it 3rd and 10. And immediately you see Chad Guy come up and make a tackle to make a stop in the backfield.
Chad Guy had a great game last game. He had 7 tackles. It's going to be interesting now. 3rd down and long. Let's see if their conversion rate can continue.
Yep, good conversion rate so far as we featured in the open. It'd be a 51-yarder from this spot if they have to kick a field goal. Split backs for Wilson. He going to go towards the sideline. He's not going to be able to turn it upfield there. That is Montague with the grab. Can't do much more than that. And that will put them at least into field goal range. And Mexico City looks to try to add the first 3 points of the game.
It looked like that he was just trying to get a closer for field goal range. They played great defensively in the backfield there for Jacksonville, so we'll see if he can make this. Looks like a decent field goal.
Matt Wilson, a quick 4 for 4 on that drive. Cole Varner getting ready for the kick from the middle hash. High snap, handled well, kick up and on the way, and it is through from 44 yards officially. Good work from Cole Varner not to let that drive go unrewarded. It's a 3-point drive for Mexico City.
Mexico City puts points on the board early, and as you said, Matt Wilson 4 for 4 on the drive. Great confidence boost going into their next drive. Now we'll see if Jacksonville can put some points on the board.
And get Jacksonville's high-powered offense on the field here in just a second. Kickoff going to be on the way here fairly quick. That's going to be back towards the 5-yard line, 15. So 23-yard line to the 24 is where that was where they will start this drive. Hunter Jones doing the kicks for Florida, or for Jacksonville, sorry. And we are just about to have Christensen back out on the field. We'll get to the offense for Jacksonville after this 1st and 10 play as they start it from the 24. And there is the big guy, Christensen. He has been in fuego so far. He had a monster week last week, and he has trips right to start things out on the first play from scrimmage. Quick throw over the middle, big catch, but a bigger hit. And that is going to work real well. Grayson Willis, your target. It is Christensen, Jared Willis, your running back, Hunter Jones doing the kick returning and the wide receiving, Grayson Willis, who had a ton of yards last week, Ken Gossett as well in the wide receiver tandem, Jack Wall, your tight end, and then it is Mike Clark Jr., your place kicker for the Jacksonville Kings. We'll get to the Aztecs defense when we get a moment here. 2nd and 1 from the Jacksonville 33. Plenty in the box defensively for Mexico City. To the right, that is a grab and a first down pretty much immediately, and that is Ken Gossett. Let's talk about the Aztecs defense real quick. It is Brock Lee, the defensive end, Orion Taylor, the defensive tackle, linebackers Tony Stack, Dexter Jackson, and Nick Daggs, your cornerbacks Zarin Pryor, Han Toumi, and Fran Ogawa, and free safety Jeffrey Daggs and Pablo Zamora as the strong safety. Cole Varner, your place kicker for the Aztecs. And we are underway with a 1st and 10 on a new set. Out route towards the sideline. That is a 7-yard grab at the 46-yard line. Slow and steady wins the race, I guess, for Jacksonville's offense so far.
So far, so good. Christensen, like you said, the big guy coming out 3 for 3, coming out throwing the football as usual for Jacksonville, and hits Gossett with a nice pass on the out route.
Gossett going to line up top of your screen. 7 in the box defensively for Mexico City. I think they're expecting run out of this formation. We'll see what Willis is going to do with it if he gets it. Christensen will snap it, hand it to Jared Willis. He's got a first down by forward progress. He will get it. That is a good play for him, and it gets them closer and closer to midfield, 1st and 10.
Good run by Willis there. Mexico City putting 7 in the box. Mexico City doesn't run that well. Jacksonville doesn't run that well, only averaging 34 yards a game. So it's risky playing that many guys in the box.
Yeah, they throw a lot. Christensen over the middle, has a seam through the middle, and he may go. It's to the house. Ken Gossett with the first touchdown of the game. Quick strike from the Kings.
Ken Gossett, back-to-back angle touchdown, wide open behind the defense. Great pass by Christensen. As usual, touchdown, Jacksonville.
Jacksonville with Ken Gossett getting the pay dirt on this. He was the low man on the totem pole a week ago to one Grayson Willis and Hunter Jones, who had a majority of the action, only 83 yards, but 8 catches for him. And that seems like a slow day for him. We're looking at the other receiver stats, but Ken Gossett is still Ken Gossett. He's going to burn you every which way but Sunday.
83 yards, and it's an off day for him. Unbelievable with this offense, the way they go, the way they pass the football. It's amazing.
And Mark Clark Jr. going to be up for the extra point. That is up, and it is through. It is a 7-3 lead for Jacksonville as we head to a break. Mexico City about to get their second drive going. Stay with us. All right, back to it. Jacksonville about to kick the ball away to Mexico City. Mike Klein Jr. with the point after makes it a 7-3 lead for Jacksonville. And 2 drives, 2 scores, 1 field goal, 1 touchdown. Early as this is muffed in the end zone, and it is kneeled in the end zone as well. That was an interesting turn of events, as I think players ran into each other. It's the first time I've ever seen that. As it'll be 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line for Mexico City.
Smart play by Clark, just down the ball right there, and not to have them start deep in their own territory.
1st and 10 for Matt Wilson. Started out 4 for 4 on his first drive. We'll see if he can continue that success. Has Bentley in the backfield. Dale Barrett lined up top of your screen. Bentley's going to get the first handoff of this drive, and he will go 3 yards out to the 27-yard line. Chad Guy comes up, makes another stop, his second of the game.
Chad Guy was all over the field, like I said last week, with 7 tackles. Nice stop on Bentley right there. Bentley gains 4.
Split backs for the Aztecs. Still Cale Barrett up top. Sending 3. It's going to be a toss play to the left for another 3 yards. Not much more than that. And Ray Bentley will get, or I'm sorry, that's Phoenix Jones who will get a couple yards there. Make it a 3rd and manageable for him. Mexico City good on 3rd downs. They look to continue that here.
Yep, that was a nice play by Gerald Ellis for Jacksonville, but that toss play is working well for him right now.
See what they've got for us. Under center, 2 in the backfield. 3rd and 4, evades a sack there on a diving attempt, and that's going to be caught over the middle. That was close. Richard Montague has a first down as they get closer to midfield to the 40-yard line.
Montague with the great catch, but Matt Wilson, unbelievable pocket presence, avoiding that sack, and then hitting Montague with a great pass. Great
Caught
play.
a seam with Montague right in the middle of 3 that were in coverage against him. Really nice play from him. Move the chains and get Mexico City off to another good start to their drive. And talk about hot starts. 5 for 5 now. Matt Wilson continues the streak of completed passes. In the gun, has one with him. It's Bentley. To the outside, quick little release pattern, and that's going to be a 6-yard gain. Mike Daggs, his second catch.
Security blanket for Matt Wilson. 6 for 6 to start off the drive, but throwing nice short passes, not really going really deep, and getting his confidence up. Matt having a great game so far.
Nobody in the backfield for him this time. Plenty in coverage, throwing deep left side. That's caught, found the pocket, and it's Mike Daggs' 3rd catch. This one's a real good one out to the Jacksonville 31.
Great route by Daggs. Great pocket presence again by Matt Wilson. No pressure. Beautiful over-the-shoulder catch. Looks like it puts him in field goal range.
That puts a real nice ball into the hands of Mike Daggs as well in double coverage. He had Kings all over him, but it definitely worked out in Daggs' favor. Split backs for Wilson again as they're in field goal range, as you mentioned. 7 in the box defensively, handoff. This is Bentley. He's going to get hit hard. I'm sorry, that's Phoenix Jones. He's going to get hit hard after a 2-yard gain. And another one, this one for Lawless, as he is going to get to make the stop there.
Well, it's a good free agent pickup for Jacksonville defensively. Had a tackle for loss last week and also 5 total tackles, so he's not to be hucking around the ball.
Hand off again through the middle. Immediate tackle. 2-yard gain. Nothing much to that one for Ray Bentley. And another tackle by Guy.
Third tackle already for Guy in this first quarter. Been a busy man. Phoenix Jones took the big hit there.
Another key third down for Mexico City's offense. Jacksonville trying to get off the field. They're going to have to stop Wilson and make him have an incompleted pass. At the moment, unable to do so. Wilson to throw. Evades a tackle. Throws out to his left. It's Bentley, tries a spin cycle. That's not going to go. And he'll get a couple yards. 4th and 4. And that is going to bring out the field goal unit.
A rare non-conversion third down for them. So we'll see if they get this field goal. Great defense by Jacksonville.
Yeah, no kidding. No kidding. 42-yarder from this spot, left hash. Snap is high, handled well. Kick is up and on the way. It is up and it is through. 41 officially. Good work from Cole Varner to get them 3 more points, get them back to within a point. Good work from Mexico City's offense, but eventually they got to stop kicking field goals, you'd think. See if they can get the Jacksonville stop after this. This is the SFL on 11 and FTF. And back to it in Jacksonville. 7-6 Kings, as we are still about a little better than 3/4 of the way through this first quarter of play, as this will be returned from the end zone, the 10-15. Oh no, did he try to break it? He did try, but he gets out to at least the 30 and makes a pretty good return on that. Mexico City and Jacksonville, they've met a ton of times in this era. 33-28 was the last meeting. That was in the playoffs back in October. And a 5-point win got Jacksonville further in, only to lose later in. And Mexico City looking to try to bounce back from that.
Both quarterbacks having a great day, as you saw. Wilson 40 of 46 for 336 and 3 scores.
Christensen in this game going to fire one over the middle. That is a completed pass and a first down. And neither quarterback has missed a pass to this point. That's a good start for both teams as of right now, and they're en fuego. The offense is working like a well-oiled machine.
Both offenses are. Unfortunately, Mexico City can't punch it in the end zone. But like you said, there's a lot of game to go.
Offset I formation. Willis in the backfield, plenty in the box. Handoff Willis. He's going to try to get the off-tackle play going. He'll get taken down after a 5-yard gain. Jared Willis, the former Queen City Corsair, gets a couple of yards there, makes it a manageable second down.
And the 7-year veteran there, Pablo Zamora, makes a tackle. We had 6 tackles last week's game, so good stop there.
Trips right in the gun by himself is Christensen, looking at a 2nd and medium. He's going to take a shot here, you'd think. Out route to the left. It's going to be a catch and a first down as they get past the midfield stripe into Mexico City territory. Good work from Ken Gossett.
Another beautiful out route by Gossett. Christensen right on the money again. Guess Gossett wants to get some more yards here than the 83 that he had last week.
Yeah, no kidding. He's going to typically line up on the top or on the left side of the formation. Could be the top of your screen right now, bottom of your screen a little bit later once we switch quarters. But keep in mind that's where he's going to be. He'll be alone in most cases. Under center is Christensen. Willis in the backfield, deep over the middle, tipped and intercepted. You saw that coming. That's a spin move as well. A really good return back the other way. Mexico City turns the ball over, and a nice piece of work by Hanta Yumi, his 2nd pick in 2 games.
Beautiful pick. It was tipped by, I believe, number 20 or 44.
Yep, Dags.
Dags with the tip. Great interception, great return.
Well, that'll work. That gives Mexico City exactly what they want. Hensayumi with the turnover as he forces it from Christensen. And it is an offset I formation for Matt Wilson and company as they're back out on the field, trying to potentially take the lead if they can get some points. Handoff, Phoenix Jones through the middle. Nothing doing. Stop in the backfield. Stop at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10, nothing doing for that run. No penetration, no blocking, no yards.
That was Hunter Norwood on the tackle there at the line of scrimmage. 5 in the box defensively for Jacksonville. Bentley is back there. And it'll be Wilson left side, tipped and nearly intercepted. That was close. Michael Sprouse nearly had himself an interception. He gets another pass deflect. We'll talk about that here in a second. It's 3rd and 10 as that incompletion is a big one as it causes a 3rd and long.
Another 3rd and long situation for Mexico City. Beautiful pass deflection, as you said, by Michael Sprouse. We'll be talking about him later with those pass deflections.
2 in the backfield for Mexico City. Taking his time, throwing, hit as he threw it, it's picked off over the middle. And at the 50-yard line, hit as he threw, and a forced interception from Matt Wilson, and they turn it over again. Wow, back-to-back interceptions, back-to-back drives for both Mexico City and Jacksonville.
The hit causes that pass, but I was interested in a two-back set on 3rd and long.
That is going to be a fun way to end the first quarter of play. It is 7-6. Jacksonville has the ball back on their side of the 50. This is the Simulation Football League on 11 Sports and FTF. And welcome back into Jacksonville, Florida. Chris Curtis and Gerald Giudice. Cameron Irvine on the producing buttons. Robert Garrett Jr. on the stats, making us sound smarter than we actually are. And welcome back into a 7-6 game as we start the second quarter. Anthony Wyo with that interception just before the break. And Christensen in the gun on first down, looking to potentially take a shot here. He has a snap, quick drop back deep over the middle. That's tipped again, and this one's incomplete. Let's go back to that previous drive on defense for the Jacksonville Kings, talking about one Michael Sprouse. He is he's been a monster. Pass deflects are the name of his game, and we'll show you a graphic here in a bit displaying that. He's one of the tops in that particular category as we get back to a 2nd and 10.
Trips left on the bottom again.
Yep, 2 times in a row they've played that card. And this will be through the middle for Willis. He'll have a run through the middle. It is 3rd and 1, and there's the graphic that shows he leads the league in pass deflections, and he's solid everywhere else as well. He's just been adept at reading routes, getting in front of them, and knocking the ball away.
Getting the hand on the football, breaking up those passes. As you said, he's having a great season so far. 13 total tackles, 2 TFLs.
He's been very, very good for this Kings defense so far. Offense on the field at the moment is Wilson, or as Willis gets 9 yards. He will give them a 3rd and 1 to work with. And Christensen is under. Willis is in the backfield for them. We'll see which way they go. That's going to be a catch and towards the sideline. It is a 1st down for the Kings, and that will work. It is Grayson Willis this time, who comes up with the catch.
Nice short, easy pitch and catch for a 1st down, set up by Willis's beautiful 9-yard run in the last game from that trip set.
Christensen just south of the century mark in passing yards already. His team with the lead. Throwing to the left. That's a catch. Trying to break 2 tackles. And not going to work. As that will be a quick one for Jared Willis. Nothing doing much, and it'll be a 3-yard gain.
Jeffrey Daggs, they're on the stop swing route. Safe passes. I'm waiting for Christensen to really throw in deep.
No, the one that he did one earlier on 1st down, which was a bit of a shot. Bit confusing on why he took that chance, but he's in the gun here. Might get your wish on 2nd and 7. Just on the precipice of field goal range. It is 7 in the box for Mexico City. Looking to throws on the run to the outside. Not going to be able to turn the ball, though, as this one will count as a catch, but for a loss. Make it 3rd and 9.
Willis just didn't have the chance to turn upfield with that catch. It's going to put another 3rd and long situation for Jacksonville.
In the gun. Trips right for Christensen. Thrown over the middle. Nothing doing. Little miscommunication looked like on the route. They are outside of field goal range unless they want to try a 55-yarder, which I don't expect. And it should be punting territory for the Kings.
Yep, Howard McCoy is going to be coming out here, I believe, to try to pin Mexico City deep in their own end.
Punt upcoming. It'll be from the right hash. They're going to try to pin Mexico City deep. Big stop by Mexico City, though. Good defense on that particular drive, and looks like Jacksonville. I'm not sure if they didn't really execute their plan going into that drive. It looked like, and it caused some major issues. This one will bounce at the 9-yard line out to the 4 and get recovered at the 4-yard line. So Mexico City going to be pinned down deep, which is exactly what the Kings wanted to do on their special teams.
Beautiful kick by McCoy, and there is Pablo Zamora, the 7-year vet down there to down the ball inside the 5.
1st and 10 from the Mexico City 4-yard line. 9:19 left in this first half, 2nd quarter. Offset eye as Bentley is back in his own end zone. I expect probably Phoenix Jones. It will be. He will get the first run from scrimmage on this particular drive. He gets him out to the 6-yard line, 2nd and 8.
Safe pass had to get out of the shadow of their own end zone as Jared Lawless picks up another tackle.
Lawless been pretty good so far. Wilson, the Hall of Famer, under center. Trying to make it a manageable 3rd down. Hand off. This one's Bentley. He's going to bunch his way forward, 3rd and 1, as he's going to get 7 on this. That'll work. That gets them out of the shadow of their own end zone at least. Now it gives Wilson the entire playbook to work with.
Yes, very manageable 3rd and 1 for Mexico City. Let's see if they can keep this drive alive.
Yeah, they get something going for the Southpaw split backs formation. Plenty in the box defensively. It'll be a toss play to the right, and it's going to go absolutely nowhere. Big stop. Phoenix Jones gets taken down in the backfield, and that is Bernard Gooden who comes up to make the hit.
Well read by Bernard Gooden. Not sure why they would run wide side when they've run 2 plays up the gut for 9 yards to bring up a punting situation for Mexico City.
And this should put Jacksonville in a real good field position situation. Kick is going to go to the right. It's going to be bouncing at the 30-yard line out to the 38 and down there by Mexico City. So great field position, not a great punt by Mexico City as their special team unit really has an issue with that and this particular play. And it is 1st and 10 in the plus territory already for Mexico City, for Jacksonville, who's already on the precipice of field goal range.
Yep, and the way Christensen is throwing, I'm looking for a couple short passes here to get them in field goal range and then have them take a shot across the middle with Gossett.
Plenty on the line defensively for the Aztecs. Jacksonville getting set up here to the left, caught, turn the corner. That's a lot of room, and he is going to go to the house. It's Grayson Willis. He is going to get in for 6, and Jacksonville is going to be up 13-6, maybe 14 with the extra point.
Well, I was right with the short route, but Willis turns it, breaks free, and no one there around him. Open field. Beautiful pitch catch. Speed, and there's no one there. Once he got past number 93, he was not going to be denied going in the end zone.
Yeah, real good work from Grayson Willis, knowing exactly where he's at on the field, and the safeties did not come down to help. That is going to work for Jacksonville. They have a touchdown on the board, Christensen's second of the day, and that is going to be a, well, big score, and that's going to put them up possibly 8, as long as this has no issues. Snap good, hold good, kick up and on the way. And Klein Jr. puts it through the uprights. 14-6, Jacksonville with the lead as we play in the second quarter. Stay with us. This is the SFL on 11 and FTF. All right, Jacksonville back to it. They're about to kick the ball away back to Mexico City and give them a chance to start the process once more. 14-6, Jacksonville up 8 points. It's a 1-score game still. As this will get kicked deep towards the end zone, get caught on the end zone line, returned out to the 5, to the 10. That's a big problem, though. As to the 16, he's going to go. They'll mark him at the 19. But real issues there on the return as they ran into each other.
Yep, Joe Clark runs into his lead blocker and then gets stuffed inside the 20.
Yeah, now we're going to focus on Mexico City's offense for the time being. They got the better end of that. They end up close to the 19-yard line. 1st and 10. Wilson to throw. Over the middle, that is a catch, and that is not much. But if we take a look past offensive performances over the last couple of seasons, this is actually 11-14, and currently they sit 7th with 28 points per game on the offense. But they led the league last season, so the graphic with a little bit of a clerical error, but that's fine. It's a good season for them so far, and a better season last season. They try to repeat that.
Oh, defenses are actually keying up on them, and the reason why they're not scoring as many points, plus the turnovers.
Yeah, turnovers are killing them, as that is going to be a big tackle. 3rd and 4 for the Aztecs as Jacksonville starting to shore up here. See what they can do to try to get them stopped on the short yardage situation. Mexico City's been good in 3rd downs, though. See which way they go. 2 in the backfield with Wilson. Looks to throw over the middle and a little bit long for the intended target. Also, Michael Sprouse in the area. He's been all over the place last couple weeks And he, well, I'd credit him with a stop there. 4th and 4, and Mexico City will punt.
Yep, forced errant throw there by Wilson. Great coverage downfield. It's going to force another punt, like you said.
All right, well, give Jacksonville back the football, provided this punt goes academically. Hunter lined up back on his own 10-yard line. Hunter Jones back past midfield for the punt. And this kick is much better. It'll get it to about the 43-yard line, caught at the 44, and a fair catch. Christensen back out on the field, looking to see more from him, but a real good start for him to this point. 10 for 13. He's thrown 137 yards in this game. So good one for him. 1 pick, 2 touchdowns in this game for him. As we have 1st and 10 from the 44. 6 in the box for Mexico City. Christensen backs it up, throws deep over the middle, and he's got a catch out to the 30, and he may go. Can he break it out to the 5-yard line? 1st and goal for Grayson Willis. Another big catch for him, and he's just piling on the yards.
Grayson Willis, another big gain. That speed is tremendous. Wide open. Tries to outrun the defense into the end zone. Just short, but he's racking up yards. Like you said, he had 233 last week. He's going to try to get more this week.
Yeah, 233 last week with no touchdowns. He's at least got 1 this week. So at the very least, he's able to get something in that category. We'll focus another bit on the wide receivers here in just a moment as the 1st and goal happens from the 5-yard line for Jacksonville. 8-point lead at the moment, trying to extend it as they knock on the door. Looks to throw to the back of the end zone. Got a catch. Is he in? He is. That's a touchdown for Jacksonville. Another one as they have 3 touchdowns in this first half. And guess who? It's Grayson Willis.
Grayson Willis. Another beautiful catch for a touchdown. Christensen said, hey, you got us down here. Let's get you the pass to go for there. Wide open in the back corner of the end zone. Did he get his feet down?
Yeah, it looks like all you need is 1, and it looks like he did get at least that. And we'll see if Mexico City's sideline disagrees, but at the moment they're lining up for that extra point. 20-6 at the moment, pending the extra point should be 21 as they line up for it. But Jacksonville's offense off to a hot start, as we more or less expected them to be. Snap good, hold good, kick up and on the way from Klein Jr. It is up and it is through. It's a 15-point lead for Jacksonville as they're taking Mexico City's defense to task here. And Mexico City's got to have a counterpunch somewhere in their arsenal, but at the moment they're in a bit of trouble here.
They are, and they're going to have to rely on Wilson's arm to get him back in this game. And with as erratic as he's been playing over the last couple of games, especially last week with the 5 picks, that might be a bad omen.
Well, at the same time, though, we're talking about a Hall of Famer here. He definitely has the genes to do it. We'll see if he can get it done. 5 yards deep in the end zone, returned out to the 20-yard line exactly. And that is where the Aztecs will start this drive for Clark Jr. Well, bring out Matt Wilson, and we haven't really seen Ray Bentley or Phoenix Jones touch the ball recently. It's been the Matt Wilson show as of late, and not much to it the last couple drives. We'll see if they change it up a little bit and go a different way. It's Bentley in the backfield on this 1st and 10. Wilson to throw. Backs it up, throws. It's a short pass to the right. Bentley gets taken down behind the line. And again, it's Chad Guy with his 3rd tackle for loss in this game.
Unbelievable coverage there by Chad Guy. Wasn't fooled with him going out the backfield. Great stop.
Check that 2nd tackle for loss, but either way, good start for him to this point. 2nd and 11 for Wilson and company. Bentley is to his left. Thrown to the left. Quick little out route. Has some room to go. And he'll get out to the 27-yard line. It is 3rd and 4. That one brought in by Richard Montague.
Great catch by Montague and a great open field tackle. I believe Bernard Gooden on the stop there. He could have spun out of that tackle and got a first down, but it was a great stop to force 3rd and medium.
Yep, 3rd and manageable for sure. Got to get it. They can't afford a 3 and out. It's going to be a handoff. Bentley's going to have the first down and a couple more. It is 1st and 10. And they move the chains yet again on a third down situation. As mentioned, coming into this game, they were better than 60%, 62% to this point in the season. They've been good.
Yeah, Bentley had a great run there. I like to see Mexico City run between the tackles instead of trying to run to the outside.
They've been pretty successful at it. You're right. Anytime they try to take the edge, they've been stopped pretty much immediately. This will be an edge run on a toss, and right on cue, he gets taken down right away. That's not going to work, and you're proving yourself a bit of a prophet there, Drew.
Lamano up there reads him perfect. Like I said, the offensive line can block, but they're powerful, but they have to go between the tackles. They can't run outside.
Split backs formation for Mexico City on this 2nd and 10. Wilson to throw, throws on a short cross and a huge hit. Somebody catch the number of that truck. That's a big hit laid by Anthony Wayo. He goes down in a heap. It's 3rd and 6.
Anthony Wayo having a good game as well with that pick and that big hit just to bring up this 3rd down.
And another 3rd down. Mexico City inching their way forward. They got to get it to the 44 for a new set. Trips left for Wilson. Play action. Logan moves left in the pocket, but he moves into trouble, and he's going to get taken down for the sack, and it's going to be a punt upcoming for the Aztecs again as the Kings defensive line makes a play.
Vince Townsend there with the sack, with Wilson stepping up in the pocket. Great coverage by the Jacksonville secondary forcing this 4th down.
All right, so another punt for Mexico City. That's 3 and 3 drives for them. This will be returned from the 35 to the 38, and not much further than that by Hunter Jones. Let's bring back out the Jacksonville offense. And as mentioned, we'll focus a little bit on the wide receivers here. They've been a great tandem so far in this particular season. More so than probably most others. It is Ken Gossett and Grayson Willis. And you see there the top 1-2 combination. 80 targets between the two of them. That's the tops in the league for 2 top receivers.
Yes, and Grayson Willis is only second to only Hacker from Queen City.
Yep, and that's going to be a quick little pass to the right. Nothing doing, 1-yard loss for the Jacksonville Kings. And that one went very short.
Yep, very short to Manuel Cano, who's was in for Mike Daggs for that play.
Nope, you're talking Jack Wall.
Oh, Jack Wall, my bad.
Jack Wall, yep. Jack Wall was the one on that catch, no problem. It'll be a 2nd and 11 for Jared Willis. To the outside, throw right. Willis has the run of things, and he's going to get a 7-yard gain out of it, 3rd and 4.
Nice swing pass again. This time he had the room to cut up field, unlike the last time he had one where he was out of bounds quickly. 3rd manageable again with 4, and we're coming to the 2-minute warning.
Yep, 220 seconds left to halftime. It is 21-6 Tallahassee. I'm going to do that again. It is the Kings over the Aztecs on the SFL on 11 and FTF. And we are indeed back, 21-6. The Kings over the Aztecs, as the Aztecs, they're in a bit of a hole. And they're on defense at the moment. Jacksonville with the lead and the ball as we are closing in on the end of the first half, but still some football to be played. Quick throw to the left, and it will be a catch, and not much more than that on this 3rd down. It'll be 4th and 3, and the Kings will punt to the Aztecs.
They couldn't get their usual 3rd down conversion. Both defenses have been really playing well on 3rd downs against one another.
Yeah, 3rd down has not gone the way either team really has expected. There's been a couple of conversions, but nothing outlandish by any stretches. This is going to be a punt, left hash, punter lined up at the 30-yard line. Give Mexico City back the ball, chance to possibly get back into this game. They're only 2 scores out, so it's not a crazy number at the moment. This is going to be a kick that will get them out to the 21, return to the 23, and no further than that by Clark Jr. Bring him back out, Matt Wilson and company, as they try to get something going, try to find some semblance of rhythm, but I think a little more Ray Bentley through the tackles, a little more Phoenix Jones through the tackles, as you mentioned, might be the ticket for them. But at this point in the half, do they go that way?
Well, I don't. It doesn't look like it. Looks like they're going empty backfield. Oh, they
Oh, no.
have Phoenix
Yeah,
Jones
it's
back
Bentley.
there. Oh, Bentley.
Yep, that's Bentley. And that's going to be the full sleeve Bentley. And this will be a run out play action. Wilson, left side, caught. And it will be out to the 31-yard line, 2nd and 2.
They need that play action in the middle with Bentley to freeze those linebackers so they can get some passes over the middle.
Play action again. Right side, no huddle, and he's going to have some room to go. That is a catch for Richard Montague. It's 1st and 10 as they move it close to midfield.
Maybe they should go to the hurry up more often because they're really continuity on offense is being really good this so far.
The Kings are forced in a just particular defense. This is a ball over the middle that's caught as well. Grayson, that is a not Grayson Willis. That is a big catch. I believe that was Clark Jr. who brought that one in. That's a timeout for Mexico City.
That's a dangerous, dangerous pass by Wilson across the middle. I don't know how Clark got it, but great. Went up at the highest point, grabbed the ball, and got the first down.
Joe Clark Jr. with a real nice grab puts them into really nice territory to get some points at the very least as they sit at the 25-yard line, 1st and 10. Under center is Wilson. Plenty on the line defensively for Jacksonville as well. Wilson over the middle, and that is a quick slant and a first down. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 14. They can still get a first down at the 4, but this has been a gorgeous 2-minute drill by the Aztec offense.
Great catch by Montague there, right there. In the
Oh, nearly got it as well on the 2nd down play. Cale Barrett can't bring it in. Bernard Gooden in the area, and he played real good one-on-one with Barrett.
Great defense one-on-one on the outside. Forced the incompletion. Maybe give that defense a rest. Catch your breath.
Yeah, no kidding. Now they're out of the no huddle. They have their full playbook at their disposal, as does the defense. They can get at any formation they see fit. 2nd and 10. Empty backfield for Wilson. Trying to get some points before the half. Be a good momentum builder. Looks to throw. Right side, corner of the end zone. Tipped. And incomplete. Double coverage there. And nothing doing as Alex Bond jumps ahead of it.
Another dangerous pass to the corner and double coverage. Wilson again gets lucky that wasn't picked off.
Still knocking on the door though. 3rd and 10. And they're going to decide instead of going for another pass with 13 seconds to go, they're going to kick the field goal here and get it to a 31-yarder from the left hash. Snap is good for Varner. Varner with the kick. It is up, and it is through. So 3 field goals in this first half for Mexico City. Not able to punch it in the end zone. They had a couple shots at it, but in the end had to settle.
Surprisingly, they went for the field goal at that point. They had 13 seconds and 2 timeouts, but they'd rather take the short 3 points rather than creating a turnover down the red zone.
Yeah, 12 points behind at the is what we likely go into at the start of the second half, unless something changes. 10 seconds left, enough for a decent return potentially. Kick is a good one. It'll get to about 10 yards deep in the end zone. And kneeled down there. So Jacksonville will come out with the offense on the field. If I were them, probably just burn this clock, get us into the locker room. But you never know with Christensen. He's got an arm.
You never know. Like you said with Christensen, he can pop one up and hit it in the hands of Grayson Willis. He can take it to the house in a hurry.
Under center Christensen. It is Willis in the backfield. Jared Wills will get the handoff here through the tackles. Not much to that one. 2nd and 6, and the clock will tick down to zeros. Halftime is on the horizon as Jacksonville leads the Aztecs 21-9. And Gerald, will turn it over to you for your halftime thoughts.
Well, Christensen's having a heck of a game once again throwing the football. Grayson Willis, who was taken out of the end zone last game, 2 touchdowns so far, as you see Jacksonville 200 yards passing and dominating the time of possession.
Yeah, absolutely. Key stats from this first half at the moment. Christensen, 15 for 18. He has 198 yards in the first half alone. And on the other side, Matt Wilson, 16 for 21 with a $177 to his credit. Both quarterbacks have thrown an interception to this point. 3 touchdowns, 1 interception for Christensen, and nothing on the board for Wilson at the moment. But that may change with a lot of football to go. Receiving totals for Mexico City, your leading receiver in receptions is Richard Montague. He's got 62 yards. And Mike Daggs not too far behind on 2 less catches, 4 catches for 60 yards for him. On the Jacksonville side, Grayson Willis, 6 receptions, 121 yards for him, and 70 yards on 4 catches for Ken Gossett. Ken Gossett and Grayson Willis, your 2 touchdown receivers for the Kings, with, of course, Willis having 2. As mentioned, Willis, Gerald, 233 yards last week, did not get in the end zone at all. He's got, a little better than half that already, and he's found the end zone twice.
He's been running some great routes, some great play calling by the Jacksonville offense coordinator, getting him open in space. As you saw right there on that replay, beautiful patch and catch, touchdown. And there you see again, wide open in the center of the field. Barely, just about took it to the house, but ends up getting it right back. Next play, Christensen found him in the corner of the end zone. So, offensive showcase again for Jacksonville, 21-9. Mexico City needs to punch the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, Anthony Weil leads the Kings in tackles with 5, also has the lone interception thrown from Matt Wilson, and not much happening the other way at the moment tackles-wise. We're just about to start the third quarter of play. 21-9 is on your screen for Jacksonville. And we'll get this third quarter up and gone here in just a moment. Jacksonville gets the ball to start this third quarter. So not the way you wanted to end the first half. If you're Mexico City, I would dare say they had a shot, possibly get another straight chance at the end zone with that last drive, but then opted to get the safe points instead. And now they're down 12, giving Jacksonville back the football. Back to the 5, 15 to the 20, and tackled at the 21-yard line is Hunter Jones. Keys to the second half, Gerald, will start with Mexico City.
Mexico City has to offensively find a way to get Bentley more involved and try to get openings for those wide receivers. The play action has to use for Mexico City for their offense, and the defense is just try to stop this high-powered offense in Jacksonville.
Yeah, they've had a hard time doing so at the moment. Christensen having a really good day. He looks to continue that as he will hand off this one to Jared Willis, who has some room to go through the middle. It is 2nd and 2. You mentioned getting Bentley more involved. He, at the start of last week, was leading the league in thrown and touchdowns out of the backfield in the receiving fashion. So he has been very, very good efficiency-wise from that side. But he's been a threat there his whole career. And so we'd like to see him get more receptions out of that backfield, get him in open space.
I agree.
In the gun is Christensen. Quick throw, right side, tipped and incomplete. That was close. Fran Ogawa is in the area, and Grayson, 7 targets, 5 receptions. He was the intended target there, but Ogawa said no.
Ogawa played great defense there, coming up with 3rd and short. Going back in the shotgun for that second down, 3rd and 2, manageable. Give it a shot. I'm pretty sure you're going to see a nice play here by Jared Willis.
Willis in the backfield again, split backs. Christensen to throw. Quick throw over the middle. It's picked off. Little overshot on his receiver. It's Hantayumi, his first of the ball game.
Beautiful. Second of the ball game is beautiful pick off there. I'm surprised that Christensen decided to throw the ball there to Wall, but great defense. Like I said, Mexico City needed to get a turnover or a stop. They got the turnover, and they're on the plus side of the field.
2nd interception of the day for Christensen. 2nd interception of the day for Hantayumi as well, as he creates an impact. Offset eye, handoff, Phoenix Jones. He's going to be able to go nowhere as they try to take the edge again and fail to do so. It's 2nd and 10.
Unbelievable that they can't penetrate that outside. And there's that guy again for another tackle.
2nd and 10 with 3 in the backfield for Wilson. Got to get to the 36 for a first down. They try the off tackle once more and a 2-yard loss. 3rd and 12. Nothing doing there, and the defensive line and linebackers are jumping up and making really nice plays.
They are getting that line of scrimmage, forcing him wide to run wide. Sacramento again with another tackle for loss. I believe that's his 2nd of the game.
Under center is Wilson. Got to try to get something figured out now in an obvious passing situation at 3rd and 12. He's going to move in the pocket, and he's going to get taken down again. A 3-yard loss, and the Aztecs once more will punt. Wow. Crazy defense right now from the Kings as they continue to make a statement.
Norwood and Lawless combined on that sack. No, tons of pressure. Could not get the ball out, forcing the punt.
Ball at, nearly blocked as well. That kick's going to go end over end out to the 26-yard line, and it'll be caught there on the fair catch. The Kings have the ball in the lead. See what they can do with it when we come back. And back to it, 21-9 in favor of the Jacksonville Kings. Chris Curtis, Gerald Giudice in the broadcast booth with you in this 3rd quarter as the Kings have the ball and the lead. 7 in the box defensively for the Aztecs. Handoff left side, and Willis goes nowhere. 2nd and 10 after he gets stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Dags and Jackson with the stop there. Run with Willis. They might be trying just to run some of the clock down or maybe catch them with that 7 in the box with the play action.
Yeah, continue to wear him down. Eventually, at this point, they don't really need to force anything. You're probably right there. Trips right for Kirstensen. Plenty of time to throw, and that's tipped and incomplete. And that'll work. Fran Ogawa again in the area. Another pass deflect for him. His 2nd in about 3 minutes.
Yep, another beautiful play by Ogawa, like you said, forcing this 3rd and long situation for Jacksonville. 3rd downs have let both teams down so far today, so we'll see if they can convert.
So far, Jacksonville 1 for 4 on their 3rd downs. In the backfield is Willis. Christensen has the football, deep drop back, plenty of time. He's going to wing it deep left side, and that's picked off. You almost saw that developing all the way back through. It's going to be returned down the sideline. What a return it was to the 14-yard line, and the Aztecs are moving. Is that Tayumi again? He's got a hat trick in interceptions.
Yes, Tayumi there playing. Raised one. The ball was underthrown, and Tayumi's there to scoop it up and has a great return. And as you said, a hat trick for Tayumi.
Han Tayumi with a crazy evening at the moment, trying his best to keep his team in it. And he sets Matt Wilson up with fantastic field position as the Aztecs are ever closer to getting their first touchdown.
They need to punch it in here. They can't settle for 3.
Handoff, right side. Got some room to go if he can get the edge, and that will be around for a 3-yard gain. And that was Phoenix Jones on that run. Or no, that was Ray Bentley on that run. Sorry, it is 2nd and 7.
Alex Bond, the tackle, was their first successful run to the outside this game. They're usually tackled for a loss or just barely get to the line of scrimmage. This time, Phoenix Jones, or Ray Bentley, as you said, made the cut outside and gained 3.
And this will be a single back formation. It is Bentley back there with the full sleeves. Looks to throw. Wilson into the end zone. It is incomplete. It is 3rd and 1. Cale Barrett, the intended receiver.
Dangerous pass by Wilson. He needs to be a little bit more selective down there. I know you need to get in the end zone, but you got to take care of the ball. You don't want 3, but it's better than not getting any points on the drive.
Right. Absolutely. That would put it to a 9-point game if they do happen to have to settle for that. They do not want to. 3rd and 7. They can get it to the 5-yard line, just past it for a first down. Thrown, and did they get it? They did. They're going to give them the first down. 1st and goal, Cale Barrett in triple coverage.
Beautiful catch there by Barrett. Great pass by the Hall of Famer Wilson. Getting it in there, threading the needle, getting a new set of downs, trying to get in that end zone.
4 yards away. This is a touchdown they absolutely need. 5 in the box defensively. That's Bentley in the backfield. He gets it through the middle, and he is in for 6. That's a touchdown for Ray Bentley, and the Aztecs are right back in it.
Great run by Bentley. Great play call by the Aztecs. Running Bentley right up the middle, basically untouched until he gets to the end zone. Big drive for Mexico City to get him back in this game.
Big play for Ray Bentley. 21-15, 16 as long as the extra point has no issues. And it gets them right back in this ball game, trying to make it a 5-point deficit. Cole Varner lined up for that extra point. Snap is good, hold good, kick up and on the way. It is up, and it is through. 21-16 in favor of Jacksonville. They're going to have the ball back here in just a moment, but that is exactly what the doctor ordered for the Mexico City Aztecs again.
Yes, they needed that turnover, a stop. They got it, and they cashed it in for 7 points. Jacksonville's going to get the ball. They need to protect the ball if they want to protect this lead.
Short drive, 4 yards, 4 plays, 14 yards. And then the 4-yard rushing touchdown for Bentley. This will be returned back to the 23-yard line. And that is where Hunter Jones will be stopped. Bring back out Christian Christensen, who needs some redeeming. 3 touchdowns, now 3 interceptions, all to one Han Tayumi, who is back out on the defensive side of the field. And I think they're going to probably throw away from him for a while.
I would be shocked if they throw it toward his side of the field again. They're going to see a lot more short passes from Christensen, playing safe.
Christensen is in the pocket. He's going to throw it deep left, and it's going to be caught. 1st and 10, new set of downs. Ken Gossett, your receiver on that one. He gets to 84 yards. And a little bit of a tidbit for Christian Christensen. 10 straight games with an interception for that man right there, Christian Christensen. So looks to try to buck that trend, but can't today. See if he can do it next week.
Oh, looks like Mexico City's challenging the call.
Yeah, they don't think Gossett was inbounds. Looked good to me. Only need one foot. See. See, quick little fade route left side. Looked good. That right foot looked like it was in. He had control. See what Stripes has to say about it.
After review, the play stands. The pass was
Yep.
complete.
So it is indeed a catch. So that is 1st and 10. That'll be a big timeout loss for Mexico City potentially later. And Jacksonville moves the chains again.
And Jacksonville, as you said, with Christensen throwing a pick in 10 straight games, can't afford that if you want to beat teams like Mexico City. Don't let the record fool you.
Mexico City, of course, Season 9 SFL champions. They've been around or in the hunt just about every season since. Christensen to throw. Right side, found the hole, and that's a catch for Grayson Willis. Another one on the board for him, 1st and 10 at the 49.
Great throw, great catch by Willis. This is what they need to do. They need to have a clean pocket for Christensen to throw out of. No pressure. Beautiful catch. Out of bounds, stops the clock. Great play.
That's clean. That's very, very clean, that pitch and catch. 1st and 10. In the single back formation, it is going to be Willis back there. 5 in the box defensively. Christensen, pump fake, throws over the middle, tipped and caught. Oh, what a grab! A deflection off the intended receiver and then caught at the end of it. What a play! And Jacksonville moves the chains.
That could have been pick number 4. Was it Taimi that got his hand on that ball again? It's a ball hawk today with being around the football, 3 picks and just terrorizing Christensen right now.
That was over the middle of the field. Christensen to throw in a deep drop over the right side. This is tipped and incomplete. Pablo Zamora trying to get in the act. He cannot hear.
That's a great play from Zamora right there. Again, an ill-advised throw by Christensen. I think he's a little bit rattled here and making some poor decisions with the football.
21-16 in favor of Jacksonville, and Christensen taking some chances. Try to get his team back up 2 scores.
Don't really need to do that when you're up 5. You just protect the football. Right now, a field goal puts it to 8 points, so you got to be careful with it.
In the gun is Christensen. Looks to throw. Left side towards the sideline. That's caught. Gets out of bounds. It'll be a 3rd and manageable. Good work. Gossett on the catch and stops the clock.
Seems to be the safety valve here. Gossett again with that out route to the sideline. Beautiful. Like you said, 3rd and 3. Very manageable. Like to see them pick up their first down. They haven't been doing that this game, so we'll see if they can up their percentage.
3rd and quite manageable. Let's take a look at Mexico City's defense, see what they want to line up in here. They're going to send some extra at the defensive line. 7 in the box. See how much help they send trying to get pressure on Christensen. They'll send 3 to the outside. Willis not going to be able to go anywhere. Make it 4th and 3. They are in field goal range. It'll be a 48-yarder from here. And that's likely what they're going to try as they try to add on to this lead.
Safe play. Try to get the ball in the hands of your playmaker, Willis, to have him juke a tackle and try to get a first down. And if not, you show for a field goal. So it's a very safe call, safe play to see if they can put these 3 points on the board.
Southpaw Mike Klein Jr. with the left foot from the left hash. Snap is good, hold good, kick up. It is on the way, and it is through with tons of leg behind it. 47 yards officially, make it a 24-16 lead. It's an 8-point game.
Mike Klein Jr., week 4 signing by Jacksonville, proving big as he pushed them up by 7.
They were not rocking a kicker before that, so interesting. 24-16 as we head to a break. This is the SFL on 11 and FTF. Mexico City about to get the football. 24-16 as we play with a little over 6 left in the 3rd quarter of play. And the Aztecs should get this about 10 yards deep in the end zone, and they will go ahead and kneel it down. 3rd down conversion, we focused on it a little bit in this game so far. These two teams 1 and 2. Jacksonville 64%, Mexico City 62%. But you see the other members of that list as well. London, Charleston, and Denver, they're not far behind.
No, they are not. And that percentage for Jacksonville and Mexico City will be going down after this game. Both ineffective on 3rd downs, surprisingly.
No, I mean, that's something that I'm sure they probably focused on in the strategies this week, as this will be a ball to the left for Phoenix Jones. Nothing much on that 2nd and 11.
Again, they try to run to the outside with no success whatsoever. Wallace with a tackle and another tackle for loss for him.
2nd and 11. Mexico City, 3 in the backfield. Wilson under center. Jacksonville looking like they might send some extra help here. And it'll be a run blitz right side, and it will be a takedown anyway of Phoenix Jones, make it 3rd and 11 with no gain.
Again, Lamana there with the tackle. Once again, Jacksonville has too much speed on the perimeter for them to run outside. They need to start running the ball up the middle with either Phoenix or Bentley. It's 3rd down and long once again.
In the gun is Wilson. Plenty of time to hit as he threw, though, and the ball was going forward with the arm. It'll be an incomplete pass, 4th and 11, but more importantly, the Aztecs are going to have to punt it away.
Taekwon Hale there with a hit on Wilson, the first time we mentioned his name so far in the game, but it was a big pressure, big play breakup, forcing another punt.
Give Jacksonville back the ball, give the Kings back the ball with great field position once more. As it should be just on the other side of the 50 if it's a decent punt. Snap is good on that punt. Kick is up and over, actually just in front of the 50. And this will be a 48-yard line, as that is where the ball will end up as we bring the Kings offense back out on the field, looking to roll here. Got a field goal last time out. They're able to get a touchdown here. They may be able to seal it.
I think a touchdown here will definitely seal it. They need to start throwing away from that guy.
Yeah.
32 high Taimi. Need to get away from him. We'll see what happens here.
Maybe a little early to seal it at this point, but it would make things much more difficult. Low snap on the gun. Christensen over the middle. That is caught. And that is not much more than 8 yards. And it's a 2nd and 2.
Great catch there by the tight end, Jack Wall, across the middle. Tough catch. Great throw by Christensen to come up with a 2nd and manageable.
He's a tree in the middle. Comes in at 6'7". Massive human being to be able to catch balls over the head of most average height people. Brings in one there, make it a manageable 2nd down. Throw for Christensen to the outside. Willis has a 1st down and a couple more. He'll sneak out of bounds. It's 1st and 10.
Nice call there. Willis on the quick out. Picked up the 1st down. Safe play. Comes up and picks up a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the Mexico City 35. It'd be a 52-yarder or 51-yarder from here. Christensen in the gun, though. Trips right. See what he's got in store for us. Over the middle, that is caught. He found a seam just past the 1st down marker. 1st and 10 again for Jacksonville, and they move the chains. It's Jones.
Beautiful catch by Jones in traffic. Christensen having all time to throw him. Beautiful pass. Gets him really good field goal range. Now they can have the playbook and try to punch us in the end zone.
New set at the 23-yard line, well within range for Mike Klein Jr., or the Klein line as it's being called in chat. Left side towards the sideline, and that is a 7-yard completion. Another one. And speaking of chat, you can join in the conversation as well. Plenty of players, coaches, staff, all hanging out watching the game at twitch.tv/FTFnext. And you can get involved in the conversation and really make yourself known to a community of people that really love this game. No doubt about that. And we have a 2nd and 3 situation as Jacksonville knocking on the door again. And off through the middle. Willis has a 1st down. Make it 1st and 10 at the 11. They can still get a 1st down at the 1-yard line.
Willis tandem. Grayson with the 7-yard catch on the previous play, and then Jared Willis picks up the 1st down. Great run, great play call. Going right up the center. We'll see if they can punch this in.
1st and 10 again. Offset I formation. It's Willis in the backfield. 2 wideouts to the right. Plenty in the box defensively, probably expecting a run here, and that's exactly what they're going to get. Left side, through the hole, touchdown, Jacksonville. Jared Willis in for 6.
Great play call there, even though they were expecting the run. Jacksonville doesn't run the ball that much, but when they do, it's effective. Beautiful pitch to the outside. Great block there by number 21. Walks in untouched to put them up by 14.
30-16. Trying to make it a 15-point game. exactly what Jacksonville wanted. They wanted to add another score to this deficit, make it even harder. Klein on that extra point, waiting for the snap. It comes now. It's a good one. Kick on the way. It is up. And it is through. It's a 15-point deficit. We're still not quite at the fourth quarter of play. And the Aztecs going to get the ball back. See if they can do something with it. This is the SFL on 11 Sports and FTF. Two-score game in Jacksonville. Chris Curtis and Gerald Giudice with you. Cameron Irvine, our commissioner, on the buttons doing the producing for us. And then Robert Garrett Jr. on stats, making us sound a little more intelligent than we normally are, as we are underway again. As this ball will be returned, well, it will not be returned. It'll be kneeled down in the end zone for a touchback once more. 1st and 10 for Matt Wilson and company. They got to get some end roads going, as they're doing the struggle bus on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, they can't seem to get anything going except for that 2-minute drill that they had or the short field. So Jacksonville's defense has been playing really well. Mexico City's got to start putting the ball in the air.
Wilson under center. Offset eye with, that is Bentley in the backfield. Hand off Jones through the left side as he transitions on the line. He'll get 2 out of it, but not much more than that. They continue to go back to the well, back to the run, but it just doesn't seem to be working well for them.
No, it does not. They seem to have that run covered, but they got to get that to try to open up the passing lanes for Wilson.
They're just banking on eventually just wearing down this Jacksonville defense potentially. Trips left for Mexico City. Play action, thrown short and incomplete. That was dangerous for sure, as Lawless was in the area.
If Wallace would have had that, I think that would have been a pick 6. But as you said, dangerous pass from Wilson. Trying to force something there. Leaves up another 3rd and long.
Last thing they need here is another quick 3 and out. 1:20 to go in this 3rd quarter. 2 in the backfield for Wilson. Throw, oh, what a hit! He's hit by an absolute landmine of a defensive line. What a sack that was. It is 4th down. He gets up with no issue, but what a hit by Taquan Hale.
Taquan Hale with his 2nd big sack of the 2nd half. Again, puts them in punting situation. Mexico City right now needs some help. They need a turnover on defense, and they need it quick.
Mexico City going to punt this ball away, and this is almost a mirror image of the punt that happened earlier, as this will be caught at the 46-yard line in plus territory for Jacksonville once more. 31-16, and they're starting to run away, defense and offense working in tandem for the Kings, and Mexico City kind of in a rough spot, to say the least, as Christensen back out with the football.
Yes, they are. Offense is struggling, and when you're down 15, your offense is struggling. Makes for a long road to hoe.
Christensen to throw. Deep over the middle. That is caught in between the safety and the corner, I believe. That is going to be Grayson Willis, his 8th catch of the ball game, and another deep catch, and they're in field goal range.
Grayson Willis again with a great catch across the middle. And 1st down. Got it right past Agawa. Great call. Great play.
Nasty play. 1st and 10. 387 yards in 2 games for that man right there, Grayson Willis. This will be through the right side. He's just past the 1st down marker. Is Jared Willis. Same namesake, no relation that I know of. 1st and 10.
Great play call there. Another run for Willis, and they don't run the ball that often. 2nd worst in the league next to Florida at 34.3 yards, but guys are 1st down there.
End of the third quarter, 31-16 Kings over Mexico City at the moment. Start of the fourth after this. And do it in the start of the fourth quarter, 31-16. It is Jacksonville over the Aztecs at the moment. And Jacksonville knocking on the door to try to get this game potentially put away at the start of the fourth. Christensen looking to throw. Left, caught, and that'll get him second and four at the 7-yard line. Grayson Willis, another grab.
Another great play call by the Jacksonville, just eating up yardage after play, yard after yard. Willis probably getting close to 200 right now.
He's getting close, yeah. He's sitting on 160 at the moment, so he's got some work to do to get to that 200 mark for a second game in a row, but quite an achievement for him over the last couple of games. Handoff, Willis through the middle, and he's close, but not quite there to the 1-yard line. Misspoke earlier, Jared and Grayson are actually brothers, and you learn something new every day about this league. So there's that. But first and goal at the one is the two Willises team up to get them very close.
Great run by Jared Willis to see if he can cash this in to almost seal the game.
Under center. Handoff, Willis, he gets in, breaks the plane, touchdown, Jacksonville, and potentially going to be a 22-point game.
That could be the backbreaker. Mexico City's defense just on the field way too much. Jacksonville is just pounding the ball with Willis down here. Willis dragging people into the end zone for a big touchdown.
Yeah, yards after first contact, of course, pretty clutch. 37-16, going to be 38 as long as the extra point has no issues, as they are at the 2. So for that, and they, Mexico City just made this life a whole lot harder for them. And part of it is punting within the shadow of your own end zone. You can't possibly get good defensive field position out of that. And they've done it now twice in a row and been burned on touchdowns twice in a row.
Their inability to move the football is killing them. And with Klein pinning them deep in the end zone, those kickoffs, having them start at the 20 to 25, making them drive 75 yards, it's becoming taxing on Mexico City's offense, and they can't move the football.
5 plays, 46 yards, and that 1-yard rushing touchdown by Jared Willis. As Jacksonville will kick the ball off once more. Kick is up and away. It'll get down to about the 3-yard line. Returnable. for Clark Jr. He's going to bunch through the middle, get to about the 24 and no further. And Matt Wilson back out on the football field. Not much doing for the Mexico City offense, but a lot of it has been short yardage plays. They got to start taking shots downfield. We were talking about it a little bit during the break. They've a lot of dink and dunks, a lot of outside runs. It just hasn't been working for them. They got to change it up.
They have to do something to try to get the ball down the field with very few minutes left to go in the game. A lot of points there.
Wilson to throw. As the route to the outside, nothing much to that one, but a 5-yard gain. Wilson 191 yards and 1 interception. And on the other side, just a huge comparison difference with 3 interceptions by Christensen, all of them, of course, to Hantayumi.
They need to get some more yards on the air. They can't afford this dunk and dunk, like you said. They need to start putting the ball in the end zone.
A lot of east-west. 2 in the backfield for Wilson on this play. Handoff, left side. It's going to be a run to the left, but not much further than a couple yards. Phoenix Jones gets taken down. And to the outside, Michael Sprouse on the tackle.
Great tackle by Sprouse to put up 3rd and short. I don't understand why they're running the football. They're not having much success with it. And they need to get the ball in chunks. They get yards in chunks right now.
See what they can do. 2 in the shotgun with him. Wilson to throw. Goes to the outside, has the first down at least, and he's going to get hit pretty hard there. Cale Barrett gets them a first, though, and out of bounds he goes.
Sir Chappelle with the tackle. They have the first down, but they can't go 6 yards, 7 yards. They need the 15, 20-yard chunk to get back in this game.
Something that Mexico City, in their really great offensive years, was known for, those chunk plays. They need one right here. Play action. Plenty of time to throw, and it was nearly picked off, and that would have gone back the other way for 6. Nothing doing on it, though. Very close, and Sacolamano nearly had one brought in.
You almost had a pick 6 there. That would have been the death blow.
Yeah.
For Mexico City. He needs to be a little bit more careful, but there's still time on the clock.
There is indeed. This drive still has some life to it. 2nd and 10. Plenty of time left side, caught, first down, and a couple more, and it'll be moving him past the midfield stripe into plus territory. It's Richard Montague.
Montague with a great catch, a great first down. That's what you need. They need to start having pass plays where they can actually catch and actually go up the field north and south instead of going east and west like you said before.
22-point game. Montague going to line up at the top of your screen. Cale Barrett at the bottom. Under center is Wilson. He's got 2 in the backfield. Mike Daggs in that mix as well. Throws short crossing pattern for Barrett. Not much to it, but it is a 2nd and 5. Quick little play.
Nice play there to Joe Clark Jr. to set up a 2nd and 5. I like to see them take the shot deep here. You can get you can get 5 yards or 2 plays. I'd like to see them take a shot deep down the field, maybe on a cross or even a post, right?
That's what they did last week as well. They were able to catch Cale Barrett deep twice on the right side, and they get a nice completion here. 1st and 10, and it is Cale Barrett who moves the chains again as they're in field goal range.
Good catch there, across the middle. Great play design to get him free. They need some more of this. They need to go back to that off the 2-minute drill that they were doing before. They're moving the ball very effectively then. I think that would be a key to them getting back in this game.
No, last play they just worked vertically. See if they do that here. Offset I formation for Mexico City. Handoff, Phoenix Jones. Actually, toss play, Phoenix Jones left side. That'll be a loss on it as Taquan Hale comes in and makes another play.
Another great play for Hale. His 3rd big play of this second half. Not sure of the play call there, but you got to get your wide receivers. If you're going to get Bentley and Jones in, you got to get in the passing game, not the running game.
Split backs formation. This time going to the right, and it's not going to go anywhere this time either as Phoenix Jones gets taken down again, 3rd and 13.
So Chappelle there with the tackle. They get a 3rd and long. And I would
Yes.
say right now it's in 4-down territory for Mexico City.
It almost has to be. I think you're exactly right. 6 minutes to go. It's fourth quarter. Running out of time pretty quick if you're an Aztec fan. Wilson to throw. That's caught. Another one for Clark Jr. He's still going to be short of the first down. See what they decide to do. It's decision time for the Aztecs. I say go. You say go.
Definitely have to.
And they say field goal.
I,
Okay.
I don't agree with this call at all. If you're trying a 42-yarder, you're down. It's still going to put you down 3 scores,
Yeah.
even if you're
I
convert.
snapped. Well, Varner's going to put it up in the air. It is up, and it is through. So they do take the field goal, take the 3 points. But 38-19, they're getting doubled up right now. That's not the way you want to be.
Nope. When the other team's putting in 7s and you're putting up 3s, you're going to be on the short end of the stick every time.
38-19, Jacksonville about to get the ball. They also have the lead. You're watching the Simulation Football League on 11 Sports and FTF. All right, back to it. 38-19, Jacksonville about to get the ball back. See what they can do off of this kickoff. It'll be returned. Well, maybe not returned. They will return it. It'll be Jones from his own end zone, 5 yards deep. He'll get taken down at the 20 and right on the nose. So we want to give a little love to the tight end. We haven't gotten an opportunity to do that with Mike Daggs well, that's Nick Daggs. Sorry, we want to give a little love to him. We haven't really had a chance to. Either way, forced fumbles, it is Jeffrey Daggs. I can't read, but that's fine. Forced fumbles, he is tied for first in this league with 2 in this season, and that is going to be he continues to make an impact. This one is over the right side, jumping, leaping grab for the Kings, and Ken Gossett has another grab.
Gossett breaking the 100-yard mark with that reception. Great pass, great catch. Using his size to his advantage there. First down.
Too many Dags, man. Too many Dags.
You have 3 daggers on the team, so you gotta
right.
You gotta pick which one. If you're not, you're gonna get cut. So hey.
Right, exactly. 33% chance I'm gonna get it right, and I was wrong both times. That's fine. That's great. Jacksonville on first down to the left. He's gonna be a pass over to Willis, and a 2nd and 3 as a 7-yard completion on that.
Great catch by Willis as the ball was thrown behind him, coming up with a short 2nd and 3.
Continued offensive pressure from the Kings. They continue to move that football. 2nd and 3 scenario here. Handoff, right side, got some room to go, breaks through 1 and can't break through 2. End up getting caught behind one of his blockers, otherwise he's free and probably gone. 1st and 10 for Jacksonville either way.
Zamora with an open field tackle there. I think you're going to see a big dose of Jared Willis here coming up to run this clock out.
1st and 10 for Christensen once more. A lot of first downs for this Jacksonville team at the moment. And Christensen 28 for 36 in this football game so far. Handoff Willis, right side, has the edge, got some room to go and gets a hit like a truck. What a hit as he gets taken out, 2nd and 6.
Zamora going with the hit, but as you see, Willis with 73 yards on the ground so far this game. With a team that's averaging 34.3 coming in, he's doubled what they normally produce. So Great running there by Jared Willis. No need to put the ball in the air here with Christensen. Just run it
Yeah,
with
no.
Willis.
Agreed. Agreed. Just chew the clock up. That's all you really need to do if you're the Kings, and if you are the Aztecs, you need to learn how to stop it. But at the moment, they've been struggling to do so on this drive. Christensen, handoff Willis, has some room to go. Right side again. They've been exploiting the right side of that defensive line and out toward the out east of the tackles there. Willis again makes things happen, and they get another first down.
Beautiful run there. Great blocking by Nelson, Myers, Lucas. They're averaging 315 on the front line. Mexico City's defense has been on the field a lot, and they're probably tired from blocking. So they're just punishing them right now to end this game.
Getting a steady diet of Jared Willis. He's got 84 yards in this game so far. First and 10 for him. And Christensen and company, of course. Back to Christensen in the gun as they're in plus territory. Mexico City sends 4 right side. That's caught towards the sideline. First and 10 again. No, I'm sorry. They actually are going to mark this out of bounds. I think I disagree. But Grayson Willis, they're going to say he stepped out.
I thought Grayson got a foot down, but I don't agree with the play call throwing the football, but I
Right.
think that was a safe throw because if it wouldn't have been completed, it would have been out of bounds anyway. So I think it was a safe call.
Christensen under center. Handoff Willis once more. He's going to get stacked up the line this time. Nothing doing. Loss of 1 and make it 3rd and long.
Stacked up at the line by Tony Stack. Makes it 3rd and 11. I don't think they're going to run a play to the 2-minute warning. Another thing about that pass on first down, and also stop the clock. It's not going to be a big deal with it being a 19-point lead, but mistakes like that could come back to haunt you in a close game.
That's fair. This one a little bit different than close at the moment, as they will not get the playoff before the 2-minute warning. 38-19. Jacksonville looking to wrap this one up and take it home with them. This is the SFL on 11 Sports and FTF.
We're going to
Back to it. 2-minute warning has come and gone, and we are just about set and ready to go to count down the last 2 minutes of this one. 38-19, Jacksonville ahead. They are in plus territory, looking to chew up some more clock. 2 timeouts left for Mexico City. We'll see if they start using them right away, or if they just let this clock tick down a little bit more. Trips left, hand off through the middle, and that is going to be a 7-yard gain, make it 4th and 4 field goal unit likely to be trotted out.
good safe play. Willis gets a couple yards, puts him in better field goal range. This has been a backbreaking drive for Jacksonville, just pushing Mexico City all over the field.
Yeah, agreed. Very, very tough this week for the Mexico City Aztecs, as this will be a field goal from the middle hash. It'll be a 46-yarder. Kick is up and on the way, and it is up and through. So 45 officially, 41-19. So good stuff.
Klein Jr. becoming a big pickup again for Jacksonville, a week 4 signee, putting up some major points this week.
Yep, and it'll be Mexico City getting the ball back. Probably see Wilson air it out a little bit, try to redeem himself on the stat sheet a little bit. Should be fun to see how this one ends up. This one will get back to about 2 yards deep in the end zone. Turned by Clark Jr. He'll get out to the 20 to the 22. And no further than that. So Mexico City comes in. They lose last week, unfortunately, to the Atlanta Swarm. That was a a barn burner of a game as well. Atlanta playing very well at the moment, and then Jacksonville comes in. They beat Seattle last week, and that was a bit topsy turvy as well. And they come through 2 straight wins now. Talking about Jacksonville over decent teams, I'd say that one was nearly intercepted, and it'll hit the ground harmlessly at 2nd and 10.
Great defensive pressure there to force the incompletion. They're just not giving him time to throw the football. I think it's just a defeated team right now, and they're playing like it.
Well, it I would dare say it doesn't get any easier next week. Do go back to Estadio Azteca. Talking about the Aztecs, they will play against the London Knights in 1 week's time. So that will be, even though London has a very young team, they've proven they can win as they beat, I believe it was that, you know what, it was New Orleans this week that they beat. So they at least got a win under their belt. And then you have on the other side, well, Jacksonville, I mean, they go to New Orleans, who London just beat in 1 week's time. So that creates a different scenario for the Pharaohs. As well, New Orleans has a decent team. They just haven't been able to put it together as of yet. As the Aztecs are going to get really swallowed up here 4th down, as they are going to get sacked, and another punt coming for the, well, actually no, 4th down. They'll be going for it here with this much time left.
Taquan Hill with his 3rd sack of the half just beats his defender clean.
And just domination on either side of the ball. 41-19 by Jacksonville at the moment. 1 minute and 8 seconds to go. No timeouts left for Mexico City. Throw right side, and that is a check down. No doubt about that. Make it 1st and 10 for Jacksonville. They'll have the ball at the 20-yard line in Mexico City territory, and that's likely the last you'll see of the offense for Mexico City in this game.
Jacksonville Kings secondary playing phenomenal defense tonight. New Orleans better watch out, because if this Jacksonville Kings team comes playing like this, they're going to be knocking on the door of your end zone quite a bit.
Yep, and they continue as they go into the victory formation for will probably be the 2 times on this particular drive to get us to zeros. That is one right there. And yeah, Jacksonville, they're making a statement here. They have the 1 loss. That was not an easy loss by any stretch, but but they've come out real hard since the beginning of the season and have really put up a nice offensive show in a majority of their games.
They have, especially in this one. They're actually running the football. Isn't really their forte, but they ran for over 80 yards today. So if you get that with Christensen throwing the football, that could be a dynamic combination.
Yeah, and in a game that, with Hantayumi getting 3 interceptions on defense, that's it's unfortunately at this point going to be for not as far as getting his team a win, but a real nice individual performance by that man right there.
Tayumi had a great game with the 3 picks. Like you said, a couple pass deflections, but they could punch the ball in the end zone, and their turnovers were costly, again, giving Jacksonville short fields, and it just comes up to a 41-19 drubbing.
60 points between the 2 teams. Unfortunately, it was just one had more than the other by quite a bit. And last kneel down before this game ends, and that is going to seal it. Gerald, let's talk about your pick for player of the game, and then I'll give mine.
My player of the game will have to go to Grayson Willis. 2 touchdowns, great yards after the catch. They're just unstoppable for Mexico City.
Yeah, I'd have to side with you on that one. I have this inkling feeling that they might give it to Christian Christensen, but we'll see if that is the case. Give us your post-game thoughts.
Post game, I think, look at the 332 yards, just total domination. The 3 turnovers, believe it or not, does not hurt Jacksonville, as they just totally dominate Mexico City's defense. Except for Hantayumi.
Yeah, they dominated 10 of the 11 guys on the field at any particular time, no doubt. as Christensen and company get the win. They move to 3-1. They have New Orleans next up. That should be a fun one down in the Bayou. The Aztecs move to 1-3. They've got more questions than answers for that offense right at the moment. See if they can figure it out next week. And at this point, you got to start taking inventory here. You're through week 4, and you start to figure out who is a contender, who is a pretender. And we've seen turnarounds at this point in the season, but teams got to figure it out pretty quick, Gerald.
Yes, they do, and Mexico City definitely has to figure out what they're doing on offense, whether you're going to run it with Bentley or you're going to throw it with Wilson. But you can't keep putting up field goals in this league. You're going to be in the loss column quite a bit.
Yep, this is the Mexico City team that knows how to win. They've proven that before. Jared Willis on this run here, a quiet day for him, but did pretty well. 90 yards on 16 attempts, had 2 touchdowns, although very quiet touchdowns as they were from a couple yards out.
And then you see basically the Klein, who was the not Klein, I'm sorry, Cole Varner, who was the star of the offensive points for Mexico City. He got 13 of the 19 that he had. So, and there's Klein with his field goals.
Yep.
Klein has some nice legs. Like I said, Klein, a great pickup for Jacksonville. They're just going on all sides of the ball, offensively, defensively, special teams. They're going to be a tough team to beat coming down here the second part of the season.
Fair enough. Your player of the game for this particular contest, it is Grayson Willis. That's who we thought. So that's that a little justice is served as far as that goes. But that is going to do it for us here in Jacksonville. For Commissioner Cameron Irvine, Robert Garrett Jr. on producers and stats respectively, and Gerald Giudice, I'm Chris Curtis saying goodnight and goodbye from the Sunshine State. We'll see you for Week 5 on 11 Sports and for the fans.